How on earth do you figure out how your cat really feels towards you? You'd think if your cat purrs in your presence, it means they like you, and if they hiss at you, they dislike you. Simple as, right? Well, not exactly. Even the most loving cat will hiss from time to time, and the most distrustful cat will purr. In fact, purring doesn't even mean that your cat is actually happy. Sometimes, it's a way for a cat to comfort themselves in stressful or painful situations. So, are there any sure-proof signs to tell how your cat actually feels towards you? The answer is yes, and today we're going to discuss all of them. Signs that your cat doesn't trust you. Eating when you're not around. Cats, by nature, are predators, but also prey. In the wild, eating can put them in a vulnerable position. They need to be alert and aware of their surroundings, ready to bolt at any moment's notice. Studies of feral cats show they often eat in shifts, with one keeping a lookout for danger while the others eat. This strategy is all about safety in numbers, ensuring that at least one pair of eyes is always watching for threats. When your domestic cat chooses to eat alone, they're drawing on these deep-rooted instincts. So, when your cat waits for you to leave the room before they start eating, it's not about privacy, it's about safety. They're saying, "I don't feel safe eating around you." This doesn't mean they see you as a giant predator, but it does indicate a fundamental trust issue. They don't want to play with you. Play is a big deal in the cat world. It's not just about having fun, it's about practicing vital hunting skills. For a cat, choosing who they play with is akin to choosing their hunting partner. It's a role of honor and trust. So when your cat decides to turn their nose up at your attempts to engage in play, it's not necessarily that they don't find the feather on a string amusing. They might just not see you as their trusted hunting ally. This behavior is especially telling if your cat is willing to play with other family members or even by themselves. Frequent yawning or licking when near you. First off, yawning in cats isn't always a sign they're ready for a nap. In the animal world, yawning can be a stress response. It's a way for cats to release tension and prepare themselves for whatever comes next. So, if your cat yawns a lot around you, they might be feeling a bit uneasy. Licking, on the other hand, is a bit more straightforward. Cats are fastidious groomers. They like to keep themselves clean. However, when they start licking themselves excessively in your presence, especially after you've interacted with them, it's not just about cleanliness. This behavior can be a self-soothing action, similar to how humans might fiddle with their hair or bite their nails when nervous. They also might be doing this to lick your scent of, which indicates that they don't really want to bond with you. You've never seen your cat's belly. The belly is like the holy grail of cat vulnerability. It's where all their vital organs are located, so exposing this area is the ultimate sign of trust. It's their way of saying, "I trust you with my life." So, if your cat always seems to be on their paws around you, or they curl up into a tight ball, it might indicate they're not quite ready to show you their soft underbelly, both literally and metaphorically. Cats will often expose their bellies to other cats in their group as a sign of trust and affection. It's like their version of a secret handshake or a hug. So if you've never been graced with a glimpse of your cat's belly, it might feel like you're being left out of their inner circle. Signs that your cat loves you. Now let's switch gears and talk about a sign that your cat actually adores you. Grooming you. Grooming is a big deal in the cat world. It's not just about keeping clean, it's a social activity. Cats groom each other as a way of bonding. This behavior, known as allo-grooming, is typically observed between cats who are close, like family members or good friends. So when your cat decides to groom you, they're essentially saying you're part of the clan. Cats have these tiny little spines on their tongues called papillae. These spines are great at detangling fur and removing dirt, which is why your cat's tongue feels like sandpaper. When they use this unique tool on you, they're applying the same care they would to their own fur or to a fellow feline they're particularly fond of. It's their way of taking care of you, ensuring you're as clean and tidy as they are. Tail position. Cats use their tails to communicate a wide range of emotions. When your cat approaches you with their tail held high, it's a clear sign of trust and affection. And if you notice a slight quiver at the very tip of their tail, especially when they first see you after a period of absence, it's akin to them saying, "You're my favorite human." This subtle quiver is a sign of utmost love and excitement, often reserved for their most cherished companions. Biting you, but gently. Cats use gentle biting as a way to communicate love and affection, much like they would with their feline friends. It's their version of playful interaction, not to be confused with more aggressive biting, which is meant to cause harm. These love bites are more like a soft pinch, often surprising but not painful. What's fascinating is that this behavior is rooted in their early kittyhood. Kittens bite their siblings playfully as they learn to control their bite strength and engage with the world around them. When your cat gives you a love bite, they're engaging with you as they would with another cat they're fond of. It's a sign that they're comfortable and relaxed enough around you to display their playful side. Scent marking. Cats have scent glands located on their cheeks, forehead, and even under their chin. These glands produce pheromones that they use to mark their territory, but when they choose to rub these glands against you, they're doing much more than claiming their space. They're integrating you into their world, marking you as someone safe, familiar, and comforting. This behavior is fascinating because it highlights how cats communicate and build relationships. When your cat marks you, they're not just leaving their scent, they're picking up your scent as well. Research into feline behavior has shown that scent marking is a way for cats to create a communal scent in their territory. This communal scent is a sign of a harmonious environment where they feel secure and content. Following your routine. Cats are creatures of habit. They love routines because it makes their world predictable and therefore safer. When they start synchronizing their sleep-wake cycle with yours, it's a big deal. This behavior is especially fascinating, considering that cats are naturally more nocturnal or crepuscular, which means they're most active during dawn and dusk. So if your cat, who's biologically programmed to hunt at twilight, decides to snooze because you're snoozing, that's them putting your relationship above their natural instincts. And let's be honest, changing sleep habits for someone else? That's commitment. This adjustment is a significant sign of affection for another reason. It shows your cat is not just living alongside you, they're actively choosing to be part of your life. They're involved in your daily routines, from your morning coffee to your late-night Netflix binge. It's like they're your little shadow, always there, always involved. Every day, countless cat parents with the best intentions at heart unknowingly make simple yet crucial mistakes while feeding them. Check out this video, where we talk about 9 dangerous mistakes many cat owners make when feeding their cats. And be sure to subscribe to our channel and join our feline-loving community.